Hello, my name is Robin and I'm one of your teachers. In today's grammar video, you're going to learn more about conditional sentences in English and how and when to use the first conditional. Review zero conditional. You already learned about zero conditional and that we use it to state facts and in situations where the result is always the same. In zero conditional sentences, it is possible to replace if with when. Here's an example. When you heat ice, it melts. First conditional and affirmative. Now let's talk about the first conditional. First conditional sentences are used to talk about future possibilities. The result depends on the condition happening, and therefore we can only use if. Let's see an example in the affirmative. If I have enough money, I will go to Canada this year. As you can see, the structure is as follows. If plus subject plus present simple plus object, subject plus will plus infinitive plus object. We can also use the contracted form of will by adding apostrophe LL to the subject. For example, if I get the job, I'll move to New York. In the ABBA film of this unit, The Power is Within You, a father and his son are talking about the future while having breakfast. Let's see how they use the first conditional in the affirmative.
If you want to get a good job, you'll have to study hard.
I will study hard and I'll have a good job, Dad. Don't you worry.
If you want to get into a good university, you'll need to get good grades.
But I will get good qualifications and I'll go to one of the best universities.
What exactly do you want to study?
I'm not sure. If I study business administration, I'll start up a big business.
Oh.
Here are the first conditional sentences from the clip you just saw. If you want to get a good job, you will have to study hard. If you want to get into a good university, you'll need to get good grades. If I study business administration, I'll start up a big business. First conditional in negative. Now let's see an example in which both parts are negative. If the hotel is not available, I won't book it. The structure is as follows. If plus subject plus present simple, subject plus will not or won't, plus infinitive without to, plus object. First conditional sentences in affirmative and negative. Now let's look at some examples in which one part of the sentence is negative and the other part is affirmative. If she doesn't study, she'll fail her exam. If you arrive early, you won't be stressed. Let's see some more examples. If she doesn't hurry up, she'll miss the train. If it rains, I won't go to the concert. Note that if we invert the structure, the meaning remains the same and we do not need a comma between the two clauses. For example, she'll miss the train if she doesn't hurry up. I won't go to the concert if it rains. First conditional in interrogative. Now let's look at the interrogative structure of the first conditional. If I buy you a dress, will you wear it? As you can see, the structure is as follows. If plus subject plus verb in infinitive without to, will plus subject plus verb in infinitive without to. Also remember that when you start the question with the if clause, you must use a comma to separate the if clause from the future result clause. You can also form questions in the first conditional by starting with the future result clause. For example, will you come to work if the trains are canceled? First conditional with question words. Additionally, we can form questions in the first conditional by using the question words what, which, why, who, where, when, and how. Let's see some examples. What will he do if he fails the exam? Which dress will you wear if he invites you to dinner? Who will be my best friend if you move to another country? Where will you live if you lose your house? When will she go to the gym if she can't go this weekend? How will they feel if I scream at them? Well, in this class, you have learned how to use the first conditional. Keep on practicing before you take the final assessment of this unit.